Did you know that the city of Worcester has 38 boards and commissions? From the Board of Health to the Urban Forestry Tree Commission, there's a board of commission for everyone. My name is Tom Matthews, and on this episode of The Buzz, I'll be talking to the city manager to find out why these boards and commissions are important and how residents can get involved. All right, Mr. Manager, today we are talking about boards and commissions. First things first, though, can you tell us what boards and commissions do for the city of Worcester?
Different bodies within the municipal government that provide executive decision-making, advising the city manager, but also play a role in permitting and regulatory issues, and making a lot of decisions and ideas and proposing things on a day-to-day basis that run municipal government, from the needs that we have as an administration to the council, to the public. Boards and commissions play a big role in many different aspects.
All right, so there are actually boards, commissions, and committees. Can you explain what the difference is between these?
Some of the boards and commissions and committees, majority of them are advisory, which means that they have the ability to advise the city manager on ideas, programs, initiatives, policies, etc., that the city manager takes in consideration to implement and move forward. Others are regulatory, and the regulatory boards have laws and ordinances and regulations that they have to abide by. They have the powers to issue licenses or permits or host hearings, etc. So those have a more kind of statutory limitation around that. And then you have the executive. And the executive boards have the ability to work with the administration on setting policies. Each one is very different. Each one has a different jurisdiction, but all three of them play a crucial role in the day-to-day municipal government.
All right, so I believe that there are 38 boards and commissions in total. That's a lot. You don't have to name all of them, but can you give us an example of some and what they do?
There's over 200 people that serve in those 38 bodies.
Oh.
And you have things from the Ballpark Commission to the Human Rights Commission to the Board of Health to the License Commission to the Planning and Zoning Commission. Again, many different types of boards. You have Status of Women, you have the ADA Accessibility Commission. There's so many of them that day to day have the ability to advise, to make decisions on day-to-day work that municipal government does. We've just added a few more recently. We added the LGBTQ plus Advisory Commission. We added the Black Affairs Advisory Commission, the Latinos Affairs. So there's a number that just keeps growing as the municipality keeps growing in many different areas, whether it's the Urban Forestry Committee to the Green Worcester Advisory. I mean, there's so many of them. Based on the demands of what we're growing as a city, we get the opportunity to develop these boards and commissions to serve that role.
All right, so someone's watching, they're interested, they want to get involved in one of these. They're looking on the website, they see vacancies. How do they go about being appointed to one of these boards and commissions?
Yeah, one of the things that they do is reach out to the website, reach out to the city, right through the website, being able to apply. Once you apply, you then get to the next phase, which is the Citizen Advisory Council, and they do an interview process. And then after that process, you meet with the liaisons of the department, you interview with them, you go through that process, and then they are sent the recommendation to the city manager for approvals for the appointments.
And then ultimately you're making that appointment?
At the end of the day, the city manager appoints all, but we've changed the process a little bit where the decision making right now is in the liaison's hands. So they make the decisions, but at the end of the day, I'm the one presenting that appointment to the council body. But I've empowered the liaisons of every department that manages these boards and commissions on a day-to-day basis to have a say and have a decision-making at the table when they're making a selection for the board and commissions.
Okay, so what is the eligibility that someone has to have to serve on a board?
It's very simple. You just have to be a resident of the city of Worcester. You have to be at least 1 year resident to be able to qualify, partake in the boards and commissions. That's it. As long as you can prove that you've been a resident for at least a year, you have the opportunity to apply and help drive a lot of this work for the city.
That's great. All right, and finally, why would you encourage someone to get involved and join a board or commission?
You know, one of the biggest things that municipal governments and most folks want is people to be civically engaged. We want people to know what's going on in municipal government. Municipal government has the ability to impact your day-to-day. And what great way to get involved and have a say and have a chance to communicate on all these decisions that are being made by getting involved in the board and commission. So that's why it is extremely important. You get to learn a little bit about your city. You get to learn about the people that are involved. You get to learn of all the things that are happening and how the city is shaking and moving. And boards and commissions is a great step into that direction. And so that's why I think it's a great opportunity for people to take advantage of that and be civically engaged by participating in the boards and commissions.
All right, is there anything else that folks should know about serving on a board or commission?
One last thing is the boards and commissions, the application process is rolling. It's always active. Even if there's not a vacancy, always feel free to apply. And you can always select multiple different boards and commissions that you may be interested in. You may not get the first pick, but you may get the second or you may get the third. And there's always opportunities because there's always rolling, people turning off, coming on and off. The application is always rolling, so always feel free to put your name on in one of those applications, put your name in one of those boards and commissions, and never rule yourself out. Give yourself an opportunity to serve.
Fantastic. All right, well, that does it for this episode of The Buzz. Thank you, Mr. Manager, and thank you for tuning in. As always, head on over to worcesterma.gov and give us a follow on social media to find out everything else that's happening in the city.